Hi, welcome to Virtual Engage. In the next 10 minutes, you will see a demo online live class on machine learning from our expert trainer.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Mohammad Amir, and I'll be taking a couple of minutes to give you a small demo on machine learning. All right. I've got a small PPT here. So let me introduce myself. So my name is Mohammad Amir, and I will be actually speaking about machine learning. So basically, machine learning is actually a subset of artificial intelligence is what we can say. So you might have heard about the buzzwords which are all going around now. So we have got artificial intelligence, we have got machine learning, we have got deep learning coming to picture. All right. So there's this particular tendency of going around with the trend of machine learning and artificial intelligence. So what exactly is this machine learning? We can say that it is a technique which uses, say, statistical methods. So it has got two important components here. One is statistics or the basic maths. Maybe you can call it as linear algebra or differentiation, calculus, and all of it. Along with that, we would have to add in some programming paradigm to it. Okay, you use any particular language you want. And then when you combine these two, what you're trying to do is you are actually trying to mimic the human behavior onto a machine. Okay, and the overall understanding of this is what we call as machine learning. As you can clearly see from the diagram here, we have got a bigger bubble called as artificial intelligence. You might have been familiar with Sophia robot, which is into the trend nowadays. All right, so it's a robot which can actually speak like a human being. Right, so that is the best example which I can think right now about artificial intelligence. And inside that only we have got a small subset called as machine learning. In machine learning, we have got fundamentally four important steps. So we will have to consider data in the beginning. All right, and the data, as I was telling you, it can be in multiple formats. So just imagine that you are WhatsApping someone, you are sending a message to someone. Those messages, it can include, say, numbers. Okay, that is one kind of data. It can also include, say, textual data, whatever you are messaging, right? That can be a text. Okay, apart from that, we also send images, we also send videos, or we send audios, right? So I'm just trying to give you an example what can be the different types of data which are available. All right, these are all the different types of data which are actually available, and this data can actually be given to a machine. All right, what is a machine now? A machine, you can maybe consider it to be a computer or anything which can actually process the data. Maybe it will have a controller or a processor attached to it. All right, so once you give the data to the machine, that machine actually gets trained on that particular data, and once it gets trained on that particular data, it actually creates a pattern. All right, a unique pattern will be created wherein the machine now will be called as a model. So basically, a model is nothing but a machine which is trained with some sort of data. Once the model is ready, we can use that particular model to predict our outcomes. All right, I'll give you a simple example, and finally I will show you a demo also using simple Python as a language. All right, so just imagine this. You want to, say, differentiate whether a fruit which is kept in front of a machine is actually an apple or is it a lemon. All right, so there are two fruits which are actually kept in front of a machine, and consider that a machine is having a sensors or maybe a camera to actually check whether it is an apple or a lemon. All right, so if you go by traditional method, like imagine you want to differentiate whether a fruit is apple or lemon, by going with traditional methods, you will actually have to write a lot of functions, a lot of technical terms, a lot of statements to differentiate maybe whether it is having red color or yellow color, or maybe you want to check its texture, whether it is having, say, smooth texture or rough texture. And apart from that, you also want to check whether it is having weight, heavier weight or lighter weight. So these are all the different functionalities which you will have to write when you are using traditional programming. But then in machine learning, what you will have to do is, in machine learning, you will have to just tell that this is the input which you have, this is the output which you have, and you will have to just map it. So basically, the data will be considered as input, and along with that, you will also give the target output, and then you will ask the machine only to find the pattern from it. And once the machine finds the pattern from it, what it will do is it will actually generate a model. And once the model is generated, now you keep a new apple or a new lemon. The machine will tell you whether it is lemon or it is an apple. All right, this is the clear-cut, simple understanding of machine learning. So I will now show you a simple demo. All right, let me just come back to this. I'll show you a simple demo on machine learning. And here, from the programming perspective, I will be choosing Python as a language. And then, as I had told you that there are, say, 5 different types of data. We have got numbers, text, images, videos, and audios. I will be choosing image for my demo. Okay, so imagine you have got a lot of images, whatever the images we have. So I will be choosing images as my demo data, and then I will feed the data inside my machine, and I will train that particular machine. Once the machine is trained, we will be building a model, and then you can give a new output for it, or you can give a new image for it. The machine will actually decide whether it is this or this. It will actually decide the category. All right, so here, just for your information, I will be using one algorithm by the name of SVM. SVM stands for Support Vector Machine. All right, so this is one image classification algorithm available in Python as a language. All right, so I will go back to my Python software. So I already have my Python software here. So I want to show you exactly, this is one of the problem statement of our course which we have done. Okay, so we will be using Google Colab as our IDE, and inside this we can write our Python, whatever statements we want to write in Python without installing it in our computer. This is completely cloud based, and this is one repository created by Google company itself. All right, so I will just connect this, and I have already written the code here. So let me just run the code, and I will show you the final output, which will actually, make understandable of what exactly a machine learning is. So I will just clone my repository here, and it takes some time to clone the repository. And afterwards, I'm importing few of the libraries which are required. If you see here, Matplotlib, NumPy, sklearn, these are all the libraries which are required for understanding what exactly is machine learning. Once again, these are all the libraries of Python. We are using Python as a language to learn about machine learning. All right, so here what I do is I have got different cells. Okay, in each and every cell, one specific category of training happens. All right, so here in this particular cell, if you see here, I've taken a function called as load image files. So basically I am loading the images. As you remember, in machine learning you would need a lot of images which you will have to first train. All right, so this I am writing the code for loading the images. Let me just run this, and it is running, and I have created a function. Now I will call that particular function. Whatever function I have created, I will call that particular function. And if you see here clearly, it is taking some time because there are a lot of images which I have already put up inside this folder. I will just show you a few of the images which I have. So inside this, I have got, say, 5 category of images. I've got sunflower, I've got soccer ball, pizza, dollar bill, and Dalmatian dog. All right, so I've got 5 categories of images, and each and every category has got, say, somewhere around, I think so, 60 to 70 images I have got. Okay, every category has got so and so images here. And if you see here, the data which I have created, I have termed it as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have given a numerical value to it because it makes very easy for the machine learning algorithm to learn properly whatever the images value we have in the form of numerical value. Okay, then the next thing here, I have just put up a head count here. What and all are the different values? So sunflower, I have got totally 85 images. Dalmatian dog, I have got 67. So similarly, I've got 52 pizza images, soccer ball 54, and 51 dollar bills. All right, so few of the images I'm just showing here. Okay, this is one of sunflower image. Okay, and now what I'll do is I will actually run, totally I've got 309 images which I'm training. Okay, this is a very small data which I've got right now, but still good enough for a practical application of machine learning. So I will actually train my data here. Now this is the place where my data is actually getting trained into my machine. So as I told you, there's a machine, and into a machine we feed in lot of data. Now that particular data is actually getting trained here. if you see here, it is rotating, and it will take some time, okay, because it has to go through each and every pixel of an image, and then that particular value is actually fed inside the machine. And once it is fed inside the machine, we can actually create a model, and model creation will take a little bit of time. All right, so let's wait for a minute or so, and once it is done, right, you will actually get the output here. Okay, and again, we might not understand what exactly is this numbers. Okay, that is why I have actually taken here the target names also. We have got, say, sunflower, Dalmatian, and all of it. Okay, and what I'll do is I will actually take a new image from, say, Google. Okay, so my machine learning model will work, or I can call it as, you know, a satisfactory machine learning model only when I give a new image from Google. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I will actually save my model. This is my model which I have saved. All right, and then what I'll do here is I have written here a small set of code. This particular code will actually help me to get one specific URL. See here, it is asking me enter your URL. All right, so I want it to be JPG because I've given here the output, whatever I want, it should be in the form of JPG. So I've taken here another one, sunflower I have taken, and if you see here, the moment it actually, you know, runs, it will ask me for URL. All right, so it is asking me for URL here, and I'll just give the URL which I've taken. Okay, and it should be JPG because for now I have just given it here the image sizes, whatever I have referenced it, I have just given it to be JPG. All right, so let me run it for JPG, and then there you go, the output, whatever you get, right, predicted output is sunflower. Okay, that is what it does. So basically this is the model which I have just built. All right, and it is using in the backend support vector machine in Python. Right, so this was a small demo which I actually wanted to show you the practical application of machine learning.
Why Virtual Engage? Experience. Get hands-on experience leading classes. Interaction. Instant live class doubt resolution. Personalization. Small group and personalized attention. Schedule. Live weekdays and weekends classes. Certification. After successful completion of assessment. Support. After training support. We are into all niche technologies training. Please visit our website www.virtualengage.com to explore our services. Thank you for watching this video.